Hey there, welcome to the channel. Really do appreciate you stopping by checking out this video. So in Fallout 76, we were introduced to fishing, and a lot of things I've seen with the introduction of fishing is the problem completing some of the challenges to get the mods for your fishing rod. Now I want to show you a few tips that I've learned on this fishing that might help you complete the challenges to unlock the mods you need for your fishing rod. There's going to be a few other tips we're going to start off with first before we even get to the fishing challenges. So you can go ahead and skip these if you want, if you're just trying to get to the fishing challenges. But let's go ahead and jump into the first tips. So the first thing I want to cover is the repairing of the fishing rod. Now, if you didn't see the video I put out yesterday, now I'm just going to do a real quick recap. That way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll kind of get an idea. So I reached out to Bethesda's customer support. They reached back, told me they needed more information so they can look into the matter a little bit further. Well, after about a week, I finally heard back from Bethesda. Like you see here, from their support, the repairing of the fishing rod does absolutely nothing. It's more of just seems like a placebo effect. But if you feel like it helps you, hey, keep at it, do what you're doing. There's no harm to it. Now, let's go ahead and move on. Let's pass this subject, like I said, real quick to the next one. Now, this one has to do with grilled fish in the cannery. So to make grilled fish, you need fish bits, 2 salts, and some wood. Now, on the cannery, right now, until they fix this, you can get on and you can make, which you're going to need a clean can for, you can make canned fish chowder with grilled fish. You don't need the fish chowder for it. For some reason, they're both on here. It's an oversight. But if this is something that you want to save up right now, you can make it a lot cheaper than it originally is. To make fish chowder, it's kind of expensive. You need salt, pepper, and a few other things. Takes about 5 ingredients. Now, this is for carnivore. Doesn't work with herbivore. But like you see here on my character, fish chowder, 29 minutes, restores 2 health points per second, minus 50% hunger. Not too bad, I guess. But that wraps it up with the fish chowder. Let's go ahead and move on to them challenges. The first quest we're going to come up to is the Mark II Reel. This one we're going to talk about catch a leatherback in the Savage Divide. This seems to be the hardest one on this challenge. You're going to want to go down to Beckwith's Farm. Down at Beckwith's Farm is this pond that has a few creatures hanging around that you might need to eliminate. After you eliminate them creatures, then you can fish in this watering hole. Now, this is a really great spot to catch the leatherback. Now, I've had plenty of people catch their leatherbacks with no issue at this spot. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this is a really great spot for the leatherback. So if you're struggling to catch it, try this spot, give it a shot, see what happens. I did it with common bait, normal weather, seemed alright. Seems like catching fish at night works a lot better. I've had a few people in the comments mention that too. Now let's go ahead and move on to that second one, the Mark III Reel. Now we're going to cover all 3 of these. The axolotl, the ashen ambusher, and the bluefin zapper. Now let's go ahead and go to the axolotl. We're going to go up to the Toxic Valley, the wavy willards. Now the axolotl this month is in the mire or the Toxic Valley. Well, I've had luck at the Toxic Valley catching plenty of these. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people have an issue catching this, but Wavy Willards seems to be the best spot to catch quite a few of these fish. Now, Wavy Willards is going to get shown a few times in this video because I've caught quite a few fish multiple times of multiple characters, no issues at this spot. Like you see here, caught it, no problem. I am using improved bait and it is raining. So there's that. Now let's move on to this next one. So this one will take us to Lake Reynolds, the Ashen Ambusher. This one can be kind of harder to catch, might take you a few tries, but down at Lake Reynolds has been the place that I've had plenty of luck catching these. I've done this on a few characters, sent a few friends down here. We've all had the same luck. I don't know, maybe it'll work for you. Maybe give this a try if you're having a hard time catching the Ashen Ambusher. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next spot. Now this one's going to be the Bluefin Zapper. This one's going to take us down to the Skyline Valley above Camp Liberty. Right here in this pond is a good place to set a camp and put down a weather machine. Now, one thing about this spot is a lot of players like to put their camp down here. This is a good way to find a camp that has a good weather control station, like the rain, like you see here, to catch this fish. You're going to want the rain to help you. This is a very hard fish to catch. The Bluefin Zapper is very hard. So, keep on trying. This spot seems to be really well for it. But make sure, like I said, you have that rain going. You want the rain. Now let's go ahead and move on to our last Mark IV Reel quest. We're going to have to catch a Deathjaw, catch a glowing bog lurker, and catch a purple radpool. The hardest one so far has been the Deathjaw. That is a very hard one to do, but let's go ahead and jump down to the ash heap and let's check that out. So down in the ash heap, up the road from the rusty pick, there is this spot I like you see here on the map, to catch this fish. This has been a really great spot that I've found to send a lot of people to catch this fish. Now, it's not hard to catch this one as long as you have the rainy weather. Make sure you have the rainy weather. Another thing you want to do, server hop. If you are not catching anything after about 5 to 7 fish, jump servers. Think of it this way. It's just like rolling a weapon or scrapping legendary weapons. Some servers are better than others, so just change a server if you're not having luck. Another thing, people are also saying public servers are better than private servers, so keep that in mind too. So now let's talk about the glowing bog lurker. Like you see here on my map, I have a spot in the cranberry bog that does pretty good at catching the glowing bog lurker. Now I'm going to let you know now, this one's very hard, and you're going to want to use improved bait, not common bait. You're definitely going to want nuke weather. So either you can get the nuke weather zone, or you can go ahead and launch a nuke in the cranberry bog in this area. Now, catching this, I'm going to tell you, if you've not caught this within 10 tries, change servers. You're not going to catch it. I'm telling you, 10 tries, no catch, go to another server. I tried over 40 tries in one server. I even went and tried another 20 in common. No luck. Switch servers, within the 4th one, caught it. Even caught another one after that. So make sure, if you are hunting this down, just make sure you are in a nuke zone and pay attention if you are in a good server or not. Other than that, you should be fine, but this is a harder one to catch. I'm just letting you know that. This has a small chance, so good luck with it. I wish you the best, and I hope you catch it. Now to the last challenge on this one, the purple radpool. This one, once again, wavy willards. I'm doing this in normal weather like you see, and it was a fight. I will tell you, this one's a fighter, but like I said, normal weather, I was able to do this. Now, if you have a hard time getting this under normal weather, try to server hop and find one that is raining. It might take you a minute, but to get the purple radpool, it's gonna take you a little bit of work, but the best place I've found it, wavy willards. I've not found this one anywhere else myself, but that could just be me. Let me know in the comments what you think about all these tips. I really would like to hear it back from you guys. Now let's go ahead and move forward and let's talk about the advanced drag mod, the best mod for your fishing reel. This one is very hard to get. You're going to have to keep doing your daily every day, big fish in a small pond, to hopefully get a chance to get this. Now there's another way you can try doing this. You could create a character out of all 76 if you have a character slot open. After you've done and tried to get this, if you've not been successful, you could delete that character carefully and you can go ahead and restart a new character until you get lucky and get that advanced drag mod. That is the best way right now for a lot of people to getting this mod, especially if you've been doing this since the update and you've had no luck. Now let's move on and talk about improved bait. You can go down to Valley Galleria, and down here when you load in, you can turn right, watch out for the Scorch, and you can go into this appliance store and look at all the refrigerators. There's quite a few refrigerators to go through for improved bait. Make sure you check them all. Once you picked them, you can reset your spawn after so long, but make sure you jump down into a daily ops and then leave the server and then join a new server if you're going to farm the Valley Galleria. That way you'll load right in outside the door of Valley Galleria. You won't have to run across the parking lot and waste a bunch of time killing the Scorched or whatever. This is just a tip to make it a little bit faster for you. Now you can also go down to Nuka World. There's a bunch of refrigerators around there. And I should also state you can find them in trash cans, coolers, and lunch pails. So besides refrigerators, those are the other options you have for searching for improved bait. But like I said earlier in the video, let me know in the comments what you think about all this. I would really like to hear your tips as well. Now I'm going to wrap this video up. If you're not a subscriber and you like Fallout 76 content like you've seen here today, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. And if everybody can hit that like button so I can try to get this video over 500 likes, that would be amazing. But with all that being said, you guys have a good day. I'll see you later. Take it easy.